Hello, dear TV series lover. Welcome back in FilmHead again. There are lots of web series are streaming right now on different OTT platforms like Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and HBO Max. Today we will mention you top 10 series of this year so far. So let's start our today's journey. Number 10. The Signal. The Signal, Netflix's latest venture into the realm of sci-fi drama, which is about a missing astronaut's family frantically searches for answers. But the more they uncover, the more the threat grows to them and the world. The Signal is a surprising new German-language mystery thriller that has recently docked on Netflix, and it's an exceptionally classy Euro production well worth a weekend watch. Reminiscent of previous German sci-fi Netflix series like Dark and 1899, The Signal has all the makings of an ideal otherworldly mystery program, including an engaging cast, atmospheric photography, a polished production design, excellent special effects, and a well-developed plot that keeps you guessing right up until the ideal stick-the-landing conclusion. The official synopsis of The Signal is: after months on the ISS, scientist and astronaut Paula is finally back on Earth. She's just parachuted into the atmosphere aboard the Vision capsule, and after a flight across the ocean, she'll soon be back home with her family. But Paula never makes it, and the plane she boarded is nowhere to be found. It's as if it completely vanished. Number 9. We Were the Lucky Ones. We Were the Lucky Ones is an American historical drama miniseries developed by Erica Lopez for Hulu that premiered on March 28, 2024. A gripping narrative of family and resiliency in the face of overwhelming odds, Hulu's We Were the Lucky Ones is based on Georgia Hunter's novel of the same name, which is a fictionalized account of a genuine event. The improbable story concerns the Polish-Jewish Kirk family, who, beginning with Passover in 1937 until Passover in 1947, will endure unspeakable hardships that will test their resolve. Taking place over 8 episodes, the miniseries, from showrunner Erica Lopez, is composed of a vast ensemble. But the story is primarily told through the eyes of Helena and her pianist brother Adi. Their well-off mother and father own a successful shop in Radom, Poland, whose wealthy German clientele appear to be diminishing as the rise of Nazism becomes impossible to ignore, prompting some families to leave Radom for Palestine. Although it's based on a true story, Lucky Ones verges on unbelievability in its depiction of the sheer variety of World War II-era horrors the Kirks survive across 4 continents. If you're a history buff, or just anybody who cares about learning about our shared experiences as human beings, this show is mesmerizing. What sets it apart is the storyline about one family's struggle to simply stay alive. Number 8. Ripley. This 8-episode miniseries ostensibly adapts Highsmith's 5 Ripley novels published between 1955 and 1991, although it primarily covers events in first book The Talented Mr. Ripley and was originally made for Showtime and then shifted to Netflix, although you'd be better off not binging it. Patience is the move, because Ripley is so painstakingly constructed, so dense with narrative and visual references, and so luxuriously immersive with its cinematography that to zip from one installment to the next would be doing this series a disservice. This is a grounded, realistic, and an extremely gripping portrayal of a psychopath's unwavering resolve to scheme to a higher social class. Unlike recent films and stories like Saltburn or the original Mr. Ripley, it's a deep character study into the extent someone will go to commit murder to get what he wants, the funny messiness in covering up crimes, and how someone who can be both charming and utterly heartless. Andrew Scott deserves so much more love and praise than some bland young Hollywood actors that are getting work too easily. The mix of his peculiar charm and cold-bloodedness is amazing. Steven Zaillian's directorial approach is a masterclass in building tension, with a slow-burn trajectory toward madness and moments of quiet reflection that define a psycho's mind. Number 7. The Sympathizer, a dizzying, disorienting, and nearly always compulsive series. The Sympathizer explores the complexities of devotion, belonging, and betrayal. Like the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel on which it's based, the 7-part HBO series is structured as a prisoner's confession written under duress in a Vietnamese re-education camp in the years after the war. It's a well-told story with good actors and a cool editing style that keeps you engaged. If you put your phone down and actually watch the episode, it makes sense, and we can see this show being a really good and engaging story about the Vietnam War from a perspective we rarely see in the media. It's kind of obvious how good the show could be if Robert Downey Jr. is one of the main characters. He is known for starring in mostly good movies. This is a spy thriller, in other words, where the double agent's defining characteristics are that he doesn't fit in and that he is, compared to the spies we get in cinema, anyway, only intermittently competent and more than a little bit bland. The sympathizer signals from the start that it shares with its protagonist a compulsion to rebel against the genre it's supposed to deliver. This is, after all, a TV adaptation of a book. At its best, the show defies expectations from a peculiar angle, lapsing into anticlimax where we expect shock or catharsis and vice versa. At its least surprising, it declares an explicit intention to reframe. In America, it is called the Vietnam War. In Vietnam, it is called the American War. The opening text reads, Number 6, House of Ninjas. House of Ninjas is a Japanese television series developed by Dave Boyle for Netflix based on a story by Kento Kaku, Yoshiaki Murao, and Takafumi Imai. It follows a family of ninjas, known as shinobi, as they struggle to connect as a family and lifestyle. In House of Ninjas, you are going to see the story of Haru or his family, who are secret ninjas and work for the government, but now they have left their work. The twist in the story comes when some bad ninjas come to Japan, and then Haru or his family have to get back to work. To know what happens next, you will have to watch this show, which is out on Netflix and has 8 episodes whose length varies from 45 to 55 minutes. The casts are above and beyond. They can convey contradict emotions in a person in an extremely intelligent and diverse way. The writing elevates the Japanese subtleness and 90s fighting scenes. It builds up well and releases all the tensions with coordinated background music. The music stop when they need to be. Their attention to details deserve every compliment. The acting was good. They all had chemistry with one another, and I felt as if I was watching a real family. Pretty good storytelling. They focused more on family dynamics. Action is as per story's requirement, not just mindless action, which is good part. Action scenes are pretty slick. There was excellent humor, drama, and yes, action, all packed into 8 amazing episodes. Very good character development, and you can't help but love the family trying to be normal. Number 5, Furies. Furies is a French action drama television series, produced and streamed by Netflix, created by Cedric Nicolas Troyan ETL, and premiered on March 1, 2024. A gritty and often brutal action thriller, Furies is reminiscent in tone and texture of old-school Hong Kong heroic bloodshed epics and has a dash of the indestructible female fighter films starring Thai dynamo Jia Yanin. More clearly, Furies centers on Lina, a student who, together with her lover Ellie, a police officer, yearns for the simplicity of a normal life. But Lina's parents are criminals, and she gets locked up for not telling the police who killed them after they are shot in a mob-related incident. After being freed, she begins her hunt for the murderers, which brings her to Selma, also known as the Fury, who wishes to enlist Lina to carry on her legacy. The Fury's role is to maintain harmony among the 6 main criminal families in Paris. Most of the mayhem is executed in great style, though some visual effects fall short of the mark. Furies loses a little of its momentum and gloss with a few comic scenes that don't mesh well with the heavy atmosphere of menace, and the villainy on display is strictly cartoonish. Number 4, Shogun. Shogun is a compelling television series that stands out in the current television landscape thanks to its novel and distinctive plot. It immerses viewers in a universe that is both artistically captivating and rich in history from the very beginning. One of the most compelling aspects of Shogun is its distinctiveness. In an era where many shows follow predictable patterns, Shogun breaks the mold with its innovative storytelling. It presents a narrative that is both engaging and unpredictable, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats throughout each episode. The show fictionalizes the real-life events of John Blackthorne, an English ship pilot who barely survives scurvy on his way to Osaka, Japan. Once imprisoned in Japan, he leverages his European knowledge to become a key advisor to Lord Yoshihei Toranaga, who's in the process of being ousted from the Council of Regents appointed to preside over Japan while the heir of the primary ruler comes of age. In conclusion, Shogun is a triumph in historical storytelling, seamlessly blending action, drama, and cultural exploration. With its gripping plot, stellar cast, and immersive production values, this TV series is a must-watch for anyone seeking an enthralling journey through the fascinating world of feudal Japan. Number 3. Fallout. Fallout is a massive risk for Amazon, a costly, expansive series that has to both satisfy die-hard video game fans and tell a completely new tale in the universe of the game. In addition, attracting fresh views to turn it into a genuine hit. Fallout begins at the end. The 8-episode series opens in picturesque America sometime in the future. It has reverted to the texture of a glossier post-racial 1955. Cooper Howard, an actor known for starring in westerns, is the entertainment at a children's party for an affluent family. As he packs his belongings, his young daughter Janie points outward toward the Los Angeles skyline just as a nuclear bomb explodes on the horizon. The bombing marks the end of the world we are accustomed to, but this is where the journey begins. Both newbies and game enthusiasts may find the series appealing. The well-rounded characters and well-crafted storylines will captivate you even if you've never touched a controller. The show stands firmly on its own merits and provides each viewer with a new and immersive experience, without depending only on its gaming heritage to keep it going. The characters are another highlight, each with their own stories and motivations. Whether it's the resilient survivors, power-hungry factions, or enigmatic ghouls, the cast's performances breathe life into this diverse ensemble. All in all, the Fallout TV series is a must-watch for fans of the games and anyone interested in post-apocalyptic storytelling. Number 2. Three-Body Problem. Netflix's latest stab at a science fiction epic, Three-Body Problem, arrives pre-anointed as something special. Its Hugo Award-winning source material, a trilogy of novels by author Cixin Liu, has already inspired a 30-episode TV series in Liu's native China, as well as a shelved movie adaptation. The simple premise of this series is War of the Worlds, except the alien invaders won't arrive for 4 centuries. In the meantime, humanity is being prepared by the aliens from Trisolaris for the eventual meeting. Known as the Santee, they are an advanced but luckless civilization trapped in a solar system with 3 suns whose behavior is mathematically impossible to predict. Hence the Three-Body Problem, history's least hoped-for menage a trois. Their goal? To turn Earth into a more stable home for themselves. At the same time, a few enterprising humans start trying to figure out a way to defeat, or at least discourage, the alien fleet as it travels across the galaxy. The writing is simply brilliant. Every episode contains details that make more sense on a second watch, little incidents that foreshadow events or clues scattered throughout that point at something lurking just out of sight. The show starts interesting and keeps you going, introducing even more high-stakes concepts the further along it goes. From the completely immersive, high-stakes VR games, the nanofiber tech from Augie, James's assertion that the show sacrifices good storytelling for an agenda is a reductionist view that negates the possibility of art serving multiple purposes. Number 1. Parasite. The Grey. Netflix's latest offering, Parasite. The Grey takes viewers on a chilling ride through a world besieged by alien parasites. This Korean sci-fi horror, based on Hitoshi Iwaki's manga, Parasite, boasts a unique premise and a compelling central duo. After a tragic accident, Jong Soo-in, a young white-collar worker, becomes host to a parasite named Heidi in a universe where parasitic aliens have begun to take over humans. But Soo-in and Heidi are in a strange place because Heidi had to fix Soo-in's body. The virus was unable to take over Soo-in's brain entirely, so both of them are still fully awake and living in a special circumstance together. Traversing the boundary between human and monster, neither will receive acceptance from their family and will always be under danger from the Grey, an organization dedicated to eradicating parasites, as well as from other parasites. Great characters, incredible action sequences, imaginative horror elements, and a gripping plot are all present in this Netflix sci-fi thriller. Parasite. The Grey doesn't waste any time, beginning with hard, spiky shells falling from the sky, each containing a squirmy little alien larva. The cast delivers standout performances, with each actor breathing life into their characters. Their ability to convey complex emotions and navigate the intricate plotline is commendable. Kim Soo-hyun's portrayal of the conflicted protagonist is particularly noteworthy, drawing viewers into his journey of self-discovery amidst chaos. The Parasite, The Grey, not only boasts a stellar cast but also owes much of its success to its exceptional direction and cinematography. Director Lee Ji-eun's vision is masterfully executed, guiding the cast through the complexities of the plot with precision and flair. So that's all, and you are highly recommended to watch these series in 2024 so far. Thank you.